Hello, beautiful humans. This is Dave Johnson, channeling the Man in the Moon today. Today, I'm going to look right at predictions. Not sure if it's going to be kind of half channel or full on trance, but I'd like to just know the future. Please keep in mind that there's a lot of futures. There's more than one, and I kind of hesitate to predict the future because if I predict that, then I could inadvertently make that happen, especially if it is negative. So, whenever you're looking at the future, understand that there are more than one possibility. It could happen, or it could not happen. It's just possibility, right? It might even be likely to happen. Also, keep in mind, there's a tendency always to see negative stuff, terrible things happening. Notice around you, everything does seem to be falling apart. Just as was predicted, it does appear that New Earth is being born because really the old order is breaking down. That's a positive, and I hope as you move forward, don't hesitate to look at all of the good things that are happening, the people that are getting together to work in a new way, the people that are sacrificing time and helping others. These are all good things. My advice is as much as you watch bad, try to watch good, because there really are very beautiful things happening all around us. Let's see who shows up here for for our channeling. So the being that stepped forward is named Jeanette. There's a particular reason that she has shown up. She doesn't want to be someone that's so famous that you associate her with someone else. Definitely feels female, and feels very young and sort of light. So, Jeanette, did you want to speak through me? She says, yeah, okay. Good people of Earth, or as Dave likes to call you, beautiful humans. This is an extremely disruptive time. And whenever you go through disruptive things as humans, you feel very discombobulated, afraid. There's a necessity or desire to know the future so that you can prepare yourself psychologically or even physically. So we understand why you would want to know the future. We do want to emphasize that there is not one future. Just watching this video, just listening to this will change that future. However, our likely futures are these. First of all, the administration, the present government of the United States is extremely ill. There are many physical and psychological problems for your leader, referred to as Trump. He is not well. He is breaking down, and the people around him are very aware that he's breaking down. They are actually afraid. So while you might see an overconfident group of people presenting before you, all of them are very nervous because at any moment the situation could change dramatically and the, let's say, leader that they have drawn themselves around may disappear. Then what are they going to do? They are afraid that they will face consequences. They are afraid that it will all crumble apart and they will have no more power. So be advised, things are working out in a way that things are coming apart. We do not wish to say exactly when the leader will pass. We are not absolutely certain when the leader will pass. However, there is a feeling of passing right now, and it is affecting everything from the top all the way down. Personally and professionally, everyone within the administration is extremely afraid. They know that they have gone too far. They know that they have pushed things beyond a reasonable limit, and they know that there will be a consequence to this. We can say that that particular group of powerful people will not know what to do when these things come to pass, and we would suggest that this ending will happen within the next, let us say, 9 months. It is, again, not absolutely certain. No future is perfectly certain, but it is highly likely that this will come about. And those around Trump will fight among themselves. In their fear and their quest for power, they will destroy each other. They will create lines of attack that divide the particular group of powerful people that they collectively belong to. Remember, this is a sort of karma, as you like to use this word, a sort of fate. When dark and shadowy people, and we don't want to degrade them to be less than us, however, there are shadows that they are dealing with, and when they deal with these shadows, when they work within the shadow, they create certain harms for themselves. That is, none of them trust one another, nor should they trust one another. None of them believe that there are consequences beyond the physical. And because they don't believe that, they are not bound by any morality. They will simply say what is good for them in a particular moment. If they were to sacrifice their closest friend, well, that is what they will do. We say this because it is a universal truth that those who would quest for power above all will quest for power above each other, and they will line each other up and separate them out to save themselves or to gain the power we have discussed. So watch this happen and observe it. It is not wise to engage in too much schadenfreude, as you like to use this term. However, it is worthwhile to note, it is instructive, and it will instruct those within power that there are limitations, there are consequences, there is a reality. And that reality is also the physical changes on your planet, which are indeed becoming dramatic. They will continue to be dramatic. They are like a message from Spirit telling the planet that something must change. The need is dire, and it becomes more and more dire. It will continue to happen until that change starts to come about, and even thereafter, it will linger to make certain that human beings understand the planet has its own earthly limitations. The limitations will be pronounced involving things like water. Too much water, as you are already seeing. It is a little bit like the sky is crying to the earth. There will be more and more extremes, from hot to cold, and this will not benefit many people. They will be in harm's way. We would suggest, and again, this is not a perfectly predictable science, that some things should be prepared just in case. This should be especially true for those living near water. Be prepared to leave. Your systems are not working, they are not functioning as well as they used to. That is, there were better systems in place a year ago which would have warned people when there is danger. They are gone. You can no longer rely on the government to tell you what is best or where to go. So you must be prepared, and you must do this in advance. Don't hesitate to bring water that is drinkable. That is going to be a key event in the future. There will be much suffering, especially in places along the water's edge, in the southern part of the United States, and even on the eastern seaboard of the United States. There will be other problems throughout the planet, but these will be the ones that are perhaps the most pronounced, because they can do the most to change the minds of Americans who do have the power to alter these circumstances more than most other races. We will also tell you that good things are indeed happening. It might be easy to focus only on the negative, but there are groups of people that are coming together. There are people within the news business who are fed up. Even though it is a risk, they are willing to take such a risk. They are willing to say the truth, even though they are risking a good deal. There are people within the society who are coming together to stop what they perceive as injustice. They are working hard. And there are new leaders who are coming forward, who are getting a bit of credit, who are not so entrenched in the old world order. This is to be noted. It is also to be noted that some people are changing their minds. When those people change their minds, it is important to encourage them, to embrace them, to bring them closer to you. Don't spend the time criticizing. That will not do anyone any good. Do your best to embrace these people, to speak from the heart, to understand them. This is part of our process too, as humans. You must also know that people change. They can evolve, and you are also evolving when you're embracing other individuals and accepting that they too, just like you, have made mistakes. The birthing process will continue for the next several years, but you are right in the middle of it. This is the moment of the breach, and it is going to be somewhat difficult and painful. The most important thing that you can do is remain in balance. Do your best to be with people who are kind. Do your best to be kind to others. Do your best to engage with your emotions and understand them. Do not deny them. If you are angry or sad or depressed, that is worthwhile thinking about and agreeing to spend some time with. But as this process proceeds, understand that that is a feeling, an emotion that can be wrapped around internally. There are other external things that you can do. That is, don't take your anger out on the next person that you see. Engage with the anger and then move forward and see, can you love the anger, if you will, and still be present with others, still turn and be kind to another. There's an internal process and an external process, and you are learning this, which is the most beautiful thing. You are living at a difficult time and making extraordinary strides in very uncomfortable circumstances. You are evolving in incredible ways. And when you go to the next life, when you stand before yourself at the universal edge, you will be able to say, I did it. Even if I made some errors here and there, I did it. I learned so much from this lifetime. I am a greater soul, having known what I have known, than I would be had my life been a simple and easy one, or had my life been one where I simply pretended. I pretended things were not happening. We wish to commend you for choosing this lifetime, for choosing to come now and be a member of the human community. It is impressive that you should choose to be born at this time, and we are impressed every single time you alter your trajectory in some ways to improve, to make things better, especially on an internal level. We are also very impressed when you have compassion for others and do your best, especially if there are people who do not agree with you. Remember, compassion and love will always save the day. We send this message with those two things, compassion and love. You are doing very well as humans. This is a crisis, and you are managing it. This is to be commended. And with that, we will end this session. Thanks so much for watching, everyone. I hope you will consider learning to channel at this time. It's a great time to do this, and it really motivates towards a new place. Thanks again.